morning. This morning I would like to start with a little Sufi story. There once was a king who had a dream, and in this dream he saw that he should seek out a ring that would make him happy when he was sad and sad when he was happy. And then he told the wise men on his court about this dream and gave them the challenge or to find this ring or to make this ring for him. So the wise men, they sat together and they pondered. And then they came up with the answer and they made this ring for him and they gave the ring to him. And the king looked at the ring, and on the ring the words were engraved, and the words were, "This too shall pass." So from then on, whenever the king was overly excited, he would look at the ring and see, this too shall pass. And when the king was very sad and in despair, he would look at the ring and see, this too shall pass. So the obvious moral of the story, if it's a moral, is that any state, any experience, and especially emotional states, passes and changes. Life is constantly changing. And I make this important for myself because oftentimes I get overwhelmed or sad or anxious, and then in these states I might start thinking like, I'm never gonna get anything done, I can't handle my life, and I'll just be sad forever, and then resist what is there, like kind of the thought that an emotional state or other experience will stay like this forever leads to some sort of inner resistance. Because then I don't want to feel it fully. Because then I'm afraid, like, if I feel it fully, it'll just get worse and bigger, and I'd be more sad, and I won't be able to handle life, and I want to be happy and joyful. And there's this saying from, I think it's from Fritz Perls, but I don't know. It says, "What you resist persists." So this is the core problem. When we talk about emotions especially, an emotion usually is something that happens inside, starts in the heart and brings out an expression in the body. And it is like a wave. It comes, gets bigger, 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 and then at some point it reaches the top. You might cry when you're sad, or laugh when you're happy, or clench your fists, and when you're angry, maybe shout, or maybe just feel the heat of the anger in your body. And then the body takes care of it, and it reaches the peak and then ebbs down again. And it is said that an emotion, if unblocked or not hindered, never lasts longer than 2, maximum 3 minutes. And you can see that in children that they can get into very deep emotional states, and then after a few minutes, happy playing again, So this is the wisdom of this too shall pass. And our problem is, or our situation is, that we resist, and that we create stories. And when the wave comes up, but then you don't allow the wave to get as big as it is, then you kind of block it at some point. And it's not that then the energy goes away completely, you just push it down, and then it remains stable on some kind of a level. And then you, while you might not be completely sad or completely angry or fully afraid, there will be like an undercurrent of sadness, a mood, or of that emotion. So you blocked it, you don't have the full experience, but then it also doesn't go away fully. And then you have a mood. And then unexpressed and unlived emotions, they also rise to the head and create stories in the head that kind of then perpetuate this emotion. So in some way, the organism actually wants you to experience it. So it's still there. So, but then you still resist, and then you tighten your body to not feel. So, for me, even the thought that this too shall pass is already an invitation and a reminder to allow whatever is here to be fully here. Doesn't mean that I'm already expecting it to pass. It's just, I know it. I mean, that's life. Things pass, So if I allow life to move as it will, if I don't interfere too much. Yeah. So now, if you want, you can spend a few moments of silence together with me. And close your eyes if you like. And just sense into your body. See all the movements inside your body. Maybe feel into your heart and see what emotions are there right now. There's something that wants to be experienced more fully, and can you allow that? Maybe you can use your breath to help you to relax the body a little bit more and sink into yourself a little more. And it can be helpful to allow sounds, maybe sighing, to happen on the out breath. It can be helpful to open up the breath, open up the heart, release tension in the body, and let emotions to surface. Yes, good. Now can slowly come back, open your eyes again. take a good deep breath. Yeah, thank you so much for listening or watching. And if you like this kind of meditation, I call it the sighing meditation, or there's also a humming meditation. You can find my meditations on Insight Timer if you look for Sean Green, or on my webpage, seanspeak.net. You'll find a link to my meditations. Good. Thank you so much. Bye bye.